I put off having Caltha afford them, my sister Jading. Now she's asking me to pay for her children's college. I put off having kids until we could afford them. My sister didn't. Now she's asking me to pay for her children's college. The text came on a Tuesday. Can we talk about Jaden's tuition? He got into state, but we can't afford it even with loans. I know you and Mark are doing well. I stared at my phone, feeling that familiar knot form in my stomach. The one that appears whenever my sister Melissa needs something. Ruse your money. For context. By 28, she had 4 kids with 3 different fathers, none of whom consistently pay child support. Meanwhile, I waited until 32 to have my first after my husband and I had established careers, bought a modest home, and saved enough to feel financially secure. We now have 2 children. Melissa has 4. Her oldest, Jaden, is 18 and just got accepted to college. Growing up, our parents struggled financially. Our father worked construction and our mother waitressed. They fought constantly about money. At 16, I got a job and started saving, determined not to repeat their pattern. Melissa took a different path. When she got pregnant at 19, I supported her decision to keep the baby, but suggested she at least finish community college. She dropped out after 1 semester, saying it was too hard with a baby. When she had her second at 22, I helped her find affordable daycare. For her third, I threw the baby shower. By her fourth, I'd stopped offering advice. Over the years, I've helped Melissa countless times. I've paid her rent when she faced eviction. I've covered utilities when they were about to be shut off. I've bought school supplies, winter coats, and Christmas presents for my nieces and nephews when she couldn't. My husband and I aren't wealthy parent. He's a high school teacher and I work in hospital administration. We're comfortable because we've been careful, but we're still paying off student loans and saving for our own children's education. After receiving her text, I called Melissa. I know it's a lot to ask, she said, but Jaden deserves this chance. He's smart. He could be the first in our family to graduate college. What about financial aid? I asked. Not enough, she said, and his fathers are useless. You know that. I did know that. I also knew that Jaden is brilliant, a math whiz, who deserves every opportunity, but 4 years of state university would cost over $100,000, even with the partial scholarship he'd received. Melissa, we're saving for our own kids' education, I said carefully. We can't afford to pay for Jaden's entire tuition, so you're just going to let him fail? She shot back. Your own nephew, just because I didn't wait to have the perfect life before having kids like you did. Her words stung. There was nothing perfect about waiting, about carefully planning each step. It was work, hard work, and sacrifice. We made different choices, yeah, and now my kids suffer because of my choices. How is that fair to them? She was right about one thing. It wasn't fair to the kids. None of this was their fault. After talking with my husband, we decided to offer to pay for Jaden's books and a portion of his housing costs parent about $5,000 a year. We also offered to help him find and apply for additional scholarships and grants. When I called Melissa back with our offer, she was quiet for a moment. So that's it, she finally said. That's all you can do for family? I felt my chest tighten. It's what we can do while still taking care of our own children. That night, I received a long text from our mother telling me how disappointed she was that I wouldn't help my sister in her time of need. Several aunts and cousins have also reached out, suggesting I am selfish for not sharing my blessings. No one has asked Melissa why she continues to have children she can't support. No one questions her choices, only mine. I love my nieces and nephews. I want them to succeed. But am I responsible for providing what their parents cannot? Where is the line between helping family and enabling poor decisions? And what message am I sending my own children about responsibility? Some choices echo for generations. The hardest part is knowing that children innocent in all this bear the consequences. I don't have the answers. But tonight, as I look at the college fund statements for my own children, I can't help but wonder, did I make the right choice, or am I just telling myself that to sleep better at night?